Hello, everybody, and welcome in to Fire Pod with me, a Twin Peaks podcast. Today we continue with Season 1, Episode 7, the penultimate installment in the show's first season. It is titled Realization Time, written by Harley Peyton and directed by Caleb Deschanel, released originally on May 17th, 1990. This podcast is friendly to the first-time viewer and the rewatcher alike, as I, Colton Robertson, am the rewatcher, and my boy here, Joseph George, is the first-time watcher. How you doing?
Oh, what up, what up? It's always a pleasure to be here, homie.
Oh, and it is always a pleasure to have you. You are almost done with your first season of Twin Peaks. How are you feeling after episode 7?
Oh man, and they left this one on quite the cliffhanger as well. They left me very
little musical sting.
How much I wanted just to hit the next episode button. But I couldn't. I held off. But no, yeah, this one I feel like it does put some things in stone, that is for sure. But also I still have some questions. I don't think everything as at least they're taking it. I don't think everything is as face value as it is.
Right.
I think there's
like all the DNA evidence they find. They're like, yep, this is what happened there. You know.
Yeah. So I think something more is going on, but
yeah, there's a little some. You know, we've been so focused and locked in on the like physical investigation that I feel like we've lost sight of the dreamer side of things in recent episodes,
Very
and obviously
much.
that will obviously come back into play, but how it relates to what's going on, we shall see. But yeah, another great episode, another great one under our belt here. And I'm excited to talk through it in a scene-by-scene breakdown. So if you're ready, I can take us on in.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So we will begin with Cooper. He is, obviously, at the end of last episode, he was greeted by Audrey in his bed, naked, crying, which is never, not the ideal state to find somebody naked and crying. No. And Cooper gently rejects her advances, and she's like, "What? Do you not like me?" And he's like, "No, I like you very much. You're a great girl. You're desirable. You're intelligent. But what I want and what I need are two very different things. I'm a man of the bureau, and when you're a man of the bureau, you agree to uphold certain values. And what I want and what I need are two different things, and what you need right now is a friend." And he's like, "You don't have to leave. Let's grab you some food. Let's get your clothes on, and let's talk about it."
That's interesting. Is it the values he's upholding to the bureau as why he's saying no, or is it? I feel like Diane never came up in there. Whether he's like, I'm taken, or he didn't really say that. But I'm wondering if it truly is the bureau's obligation.
I think it's his. I think as a decent man,
yes,
looking at a very young girl in his bed and just kind of going, "Yeah, I shouldn't," I think that's more what it is than anything. I do think it is those values he's choosing to uphold. Obviously, according to her, she is 18, but even so, that's still like, well.
Yeah, that's true. Is that the truth? Is she?
I don't know. I don't know. That's the other. I don't know if she's 17 or 18. I don't know, but I don't know if she said that just to tell him what she thought he wanted to hear. But I'll take it at face value. But even so, it's still like, probably best not. And I think that's more than anything. I don't think it's a pre-existing loyalty.
I was hoping for something though, to be like, Audrey, of course, like I cannot. I am taken by my sweet Diane. He obviously wouldn't have said it like this, but in some fashion, I was hoping to get a little more Diane clarification. But it's okay. Maybe this actually goes to show that Diane isn't like he isn't actually tied down to Diane in some way. That maybe like. Leaning maybe towards she is maybe dead or no longer in the picture somehow. I don't know. And that he is actually open and available, but just the possibly 17, 18-year-old girl. The age gap is just quite too large here for him to go. But kind of I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he is available currently
Yeah.
right now. So
Yeah, could be, could be.
hmm
And his
hmm
lifestyle is probably not exactly conducive to romantic attachment.
That's
Um,
true. Yeah.
traveling place to place.
Hmm.
It's the classic cop being like, "Yeah, the job's the most important thing right now." Like that
Did
sort of
he
vibe.
get
But
earplugs? I guess
oh,
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see if he had
I will
earplugs
say it
in
is
whenever he
actually
woke
the
up or
entire
not.
last episode was over the course of one day. So if
He's got to
if
get
he
him next
does, it
episode.
would be next episode.
He's
Yeah,
got to
like
get him.
yeah.
Diane,
That would
you okay? Yeah,
Diane
this is the
come through,
test. Yeah,
Diane.
okay.
But yeah, she says in his bed, she says that Laura had a lot of secrets. And
Mm.
Cooper, they don't really dive into that too hard, but she alludes to it and all that good stuff. But Andy enters the station house. He tries to talk to Lucy, but she brushes him off. Deputy Brennan. Um, and he's like,
Yeah.
Lucy,
Oh.
can you please talk to me? Stop calling me that. What is going on? All right, Officer Andy. She brushes him off and talks
Mm.
privately on the phone with her doctor. Um,
Yeah. This is sad.
yeah,
And I thought it was something that Andy did. I thought he might have. I don't know that there was something else going on, but I think it's I don't know whatever is going on here. I think is the main
yeah,
struggle
it's the
between
source
them
of
right
her
now.
pushing him
Yeah,
away a bit. Yeah,
man, and
yeah. You got any ideas?
no, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to say anything too bad because I really hope it doesn't seem that it's like, oh, you have the flu, or like, oh,
Yeah,
or
right.
like
It seems very
it seems
serious.
it's something pretty serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Coop, I think Coop registered, when he walked in and kind of
Oh yeah.
like he
Body
was like,
language.
okay, like, yeah, he kind of noted. He was like, okay, like, kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, she looks good is the thing. It's like she doesn't
Yeah.
look like she's in a bad
She
state of
doesn't look.
health or
She doesn't look
anything.
sick.
So
Yeah. Right.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to speak anything into existence really, even though
Right.
it's already
Right.
said and done. It's not like it's gonna change anything, but
Yeah. Well, you'll
um
find out before long. This one's
yeah, I
not a
know.
not a
Poor
long wait
Lucy.
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But the
Lucy's a good chick.
doctor, does it say the name of the doc who she said? Doctor
No.
someone?
No.
Okay.
Maybe she does, but it's not Doc Hayward because he's there.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Hayward. It was I think it ends with like a ski. Pulaski, something ski. I don't know, but
Hmm.
there was a name that comes up later on in the episode that I thought might have been the same, but I don't think they are. Um,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
and so I guess maybe we'll get there. Um,
Perhaps.
oh man,
Perhaps.
yeah, I
But
forgot what even the other name when it came up is, but anyway, um,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know, poor Lucy though. Yeah, I don't know. I've always just thought of her as kind of just being there. She's comedic relief every now and then, but now I don't know. Now it's just
All of a sudden, things are taking a little bit of a
yeah,
serious turn for her, and you don't know
man,
what it means. Yeah. No,
yeah.
I get you. I get you. But yeah, we'll head to a different room in the station house where Doc Hayward and Harry are studying Waldo.
Mm.
And Doc Hayward says it's it's a minor bird indigenous to Indonesia and that region,
Mm.
and the talking, the mimicry is a form of play for it. So it's obviously not feeling very playful. It's starving. It's it's been dehydrated. Once it gets healthier, it should start to talk again. And that's when Hawk hands a file to Cooper. The forensics report states that Laura Palmer, Ronette Pulaski, and Leo Johnson all visited Jock's cabin, and that there is a picture of Waldo on Laura's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And Cooper, leaves his voice recorder near the bird, automatically
Yeah,
ready to
whoa.
record based on voice activation, which is sick.
That's kind of yeah. Is that a thing? That was a thing back then? That's kind of cool. I don't
Oh
like
yeah, I'm sure it's still a
um
thing. I'm sure you could find this bad boy somewhere. But
like a like I wonder how that like on a tape recorder like just yeah,
yeah, how does it
I
register?
guess yeah, just older technology always impresses me more. Like now it's like, yeah, obviously a phone could probably do that, or like anything
Yeah,
now, but like just back like I don't know, just a tape recorder. I thought that was just sick. And I
super
I
cool.
didn't know if they were making it up just for sitcom purposes, just to be like, yeah, it's voice activated. I'm in the FBI. I got that
Yeah,
shit.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
But
I haven't really registered that. I obviously this was about 10 years before I was born.
yeah, no, I'm not in the tape recorder game. Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not
a
either. It was a bit before my time, just a tad.
yeah, and I look up voice acted tape recorder, and it's all new stuff. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a tough Google.
Tough
Um,
Google. Tough Google. But yeah, regardless, they all discuss briefly, and we see Harry Truman, not be his best police work wise. When he looks, he's like, "Yep, that's a bird." He's like,
that's
"Harry,
yep.
what shoulder is he is the bird sitting on? Come on, buddy."
Oh,
And he's like, "That's Laura," and he's like, "Oh." Come on.
damn.
I love how Harry bounces back and forth between like a very, very capable sheriff and then just like a blumbering idiot.
Yep. Yeah, like last or maybe it was 2 episodes ago, I don't know. But like why you need all this heating or some oil or blah blah blah, and he was like,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Heat a log cabin, and he
You're
was like,
all
you're all
right.
right. Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
right. And then now it's like, oh dude, come on, dog.
Come on now, buddy. That's
yeah,
a blonde woman in this photo
yeah,
with a
he's
bird on her shoulder. Who
"That's our
are we
Waldo."
investigating? Yeah.
The way he says it too,
he's so
like,
confident.
damn,
He's like,
that's
our
Waldo. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go. Like, we did it, boys.
He's like, yeah, I know it's our Waldo, Harry. Fucking kills me. But yeah, so we've got some pretty concrete stuff here. Forensics did confirm that Laura, Ronette, and Leo were all at Jock's cabin. Waldo is on Laura's shoulder. We're just waiting for the witness, Waldo, to start speaking. How are you feeling right here? How are you feeling?
No, like this DNA stuff, it confirms that like she was there, but like, is it for sure the night that she died as well? Like
Guess it doesn't have to be. Yeah, like it certainly could. Like they all three of those. I think it's just more a matter of, there are no coincidences, sort of, like when you are investigating something like this. If these three people are people of interest and they've all been to this cabin, it is more than likely it was that night. I think that's why they're assuming that,
That's true. Because, well, at least the picture that Laura's at, in Flesh World or whatever, it's taken in that cabin, at least I think,
True,
with those
it's got
drapes
the red
and
drapes.
everything.
Yeah.
So she's been there before. It's not like this is the first time that she's been. I wouldn't assume that this picture was taken, developed, put in an ad and everything, and then she's killed that night.
Very true.
So I feel like this is a place that she might have commonly visited. Actually, I don't know. I don't know.
Frequented, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's why it's. I feel like her being there, and them saying that this is for sure, like at least, like I don't know. It just feels like there is a lot more going on where it could be part. Like this feels like a small piece of the puzzle, actually. And yes, it does. At least if it does somehow solidify that she was there also that night. I guess there was that blood pile there. I don't know. Like if somehow it does say that she was there that night, then that does change things.
Right.
But I feel like it could have been just a place that she was before, and but the bird later on though. Yeah, I don't know. There's
a little tough.
True. Yeah.
But again, if she frequented the joint, like it's it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I can't imagine if she's
it doesn't feel
continuously
like
coming
it's
back.
Her wanting to frequent that place.
Yeah.
It feels like I don't know. Is it? Well, yeah, I don't know. Laura's a wild girl, I guess. There's a lot more to Laura than I know. But I don't know. I don't know how to read. I don't want to. Just kind of have in my head that she does all these crazy things, and there is this crazy side to her that I don't have any idea of. Because like right now, I'm more in the headspace
a really poignant way that Jacoby put it was that she wanted to corrupt others because she herself felt corrupted.
Yeah,
like almost that because she was corrupted, she decided to steer down this path. Not necessarily like and it can be because of it could be because of non-consensual acts that she was like, fuck it, I guess this is who I am now. But yeah, I don't know. It is tough. It is tough.
Yeah, I think at least I want to, like, it seems just like all of this stuff is a recent change, that this wasn't Laura always, at least, or like it seems that they were trying to cook of like she's always been this way, or like that would be the like kind of a reveal that like she's been just doing this the whole time. But like I feel like there was something that happened that, I don't know, got her to, maybe it's One-Eyed Jacks, maybe it's the cocaine, maybe it's all of the above, got her in this lifestyle and then made her realize what the world is.
And when you say recently, how recent are you talking? Like within weeks before her death, or?
Yeah, definitely not a year. A year is way too long. I feel like a couple of months is probably the longest I'd be willing to say. But yeah, more in the span of weeks
Gotcha.
is how I'm feeling. Because it's
all
all with Bobby and like I wonder how long her and Bobby have been seeing each other. How long, like, because it was Bobby's like first. I wonder, he cried. I wonder, that seems like it was a while ago. It seems like they've actually been seeing each other for a while. But then it was seeing James seems a lot more recent, and he noticed the change in her very recently. Yeah, it feels
right.
Yeah, like a week, couple of weeks at most. Yeah, actually.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's all right. I won't. I can't really dive into that with you, but I do respect the I do respect the guess there. But yeah, we also get conclusive evidence that the shard from Laura's stomach matches the chip they found at the cabin. It is $1,000 chip from One-Eyed Jacks, but it's over the border. But it's time to take a visit. It's a little outside the jurisdiction, but nothing's outside the jurisdiction of the Bookhouse Boys, baby. Let's do this.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, an FBI agent that's not afraid to bend the rules a little bit. You know, this is it's not well, technically it isn't him going out there. Is he officially a member now of the club? Is he
I think having taken him there at all was kind of his, you know, because Ed was like, we can't trust him, you know, he's an outsider, we don't know him.
That's true.
And Harry was like, nah, don't worry, man, this is my man right here. I fucks with Dale.
I don't know why. I felt like there had to have been some initiation, like the little like the teardrop thing they do.
Yeah, the
or
little
whatever on their
they
cheek.
Do. Yeah,
it's like I feel like there's some like they haven't really described that, or maybe it is just that is it. You know, it's just their way of.
It's just like a looking at one another and being like, I know what you know and you know what I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sort of vibe. Yeah.
but this is. I don't know.
Yeah,
this was nice.
It's fun. Yeah, it's definitely a fun change. We're getting out of Twin Peaks for a little bit. We're heading up the investigation's growing, but. Bobby, then, we're walking towards the Johnson house, and in his truck, Leo watches him through a scope, which is not good.
Yeah. Yep.
Sees him embrace Shelly, and he takes out his rifle, and he's like, all right, come on out, Bobby, let's go. I'm going to shoot your ass. Inside, Madchen Amick puts on quite the performance as Shelly here, crying to Bobby about shooting Leo. I know he's out there. I don't know where to go. I know I shot him, Bobby. He screamed like an animal. And she does that whole thing. And she does, again, just a really, really great job by her here. And
yeah, I gave her
Bobby's
the nod
like,
for the episode.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
actually,
I was if I hadn't last week, I would have this week or the week before. I can't remember. I gave her one recently, but
more for acting sexy
job.
before, but now going, I don't know, full ramp, like what the fuck do I do? Like it felt like I don't know, it was, and then I don't know, she is just
it was good.
She is just at the diner later, just kind of working to be like, oh hey Agent Coop, hey Troop, you know, I don't know, kind of. I feel like Bobby does say, you know, I guess he'll take care of things, but to go from this state, you know, to just kind of going to work, I don't know. This was a crazy performance though here, so I feel like it was enough to give
fantastic
give the nod.
Stuff.
But
yeah, and we talked last week about like Dana Ashbrook's effort in trying to portray a realistic cry, and it kind of coming across, you know, like yeah, you're crying. It's good enough for TV, but like
Mm-hmm.
you're not actually crying. This woman's actually crying. And that's
Yeah.
not easy. Not easy shit to do. So yeah, I had to give her a little bit of respect there. And it's a very unique cry. It's not out of it's
Mm-hmm.
not pure sadness, and it's not, like it's frightened, like she is scared, and that's a tough one to get across. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's like, I'm gonna take care of it. Bobby's gonna take care of everything. He's gonna take care of Leo. He's gonna take care of James. She's like, I don't give a fuck about James. I understand that you do, but like, fuck it. Um, like I'm gonna protect you from now on. Bobby says, and
Mm.
Leo gets back into his car as he's hearing over the police broadcast Lucy talking about a bird with somebody. Which very curious to me why she'd be talking about Waldo over the police scanner at all, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah. It's not the most out of character thing for her, I
No,
think,
certainly not. Yeah,
but
I'm curious like, why she's like gossiping about an active investigation over the police scanner is very, very funny to me.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think it's more hilarious that Leo is like on site, or I guess not on site, but on thought.
He's
Just
like, I gotta
he's
go
like,
shoot
I
this fucking bird.
must kill this bird. He's like, Bobby can wait. This bird must die. Yeah, which
Yeah.
is, I mean, that's hilarious. So I mean,
He's
yeah,
like, I gotta kill this fucking bird, man.
he definitely knows. Like he's definitely. I thought, I thought of Bobby. I thought of Leo as maybe become like a like this kind of anti-hero, or kind of like, he saved Laura in the moment sort of thing, or like was doing some good. But this
Doesn't
kind
seem
of
so.
pushes, against that. He's like, oh, I got to get fucking rid of this
Well,
bird.
and it's also
Um,
hard to determine how many voices the bird was mimicking. Because it
Yes.
also goes Laura, Laura,
Yes,
which is not
Laura.
something
Yeah, you
Laura
don't
would
say your
say.
own name.
Could it have been Ronette going Leo, no, Leo, no? Like there's all sorts of options going on there. It doesn't strictly have to be Laura who said it.
In my head, I think it's all Ronette. I think
Hmm.
Laura, like at this point, I feel like Laura might be dead. And she's like being
Ah,
like Laura,
yeah,
and then they're coming to her, being like, she's like, no, 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 and
yeah.
the one like Leo, like she does say Leo, no, or like, but it's like after she says stop, stop. I think so.
Yeah.
Like if Jock is there, I feel like Leo might still come in and beat the shit out of Jock. Like he might
Mm,
see what has been done to Laura and Ronette and beat the shit out of Jock, or Leo's just in on it too. I don't know.
right. Either
But so
way.
there still is, I guess, a saving grace for Leo a little bit.
There could be. There
Um,
could be. Yeah.
but at least, yeah, right now it's not looking too good.
No, it
With
doesn't. It's not the best
yeah.
look. Not the best look for sure. But
Hmm.
we'll head over to the Palmer house where James, Donna, and Maddie are listening to Laura's tape recorded for Jacoby.
Mm.
Quite flirtatious. Hey, what's up, Doc?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have dreams tonight. The big
Whoa.
bad ones, like you like. Um,
Okay.
they're like, oh wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
Oof.
ooh.
Um,
They did have dates on these tapes. I wonder um how long she's been making the, or how long,
oh
if
yeah,
it's
yeah,
been said
yeah.
how long she's been seeing Jacoby for. 'Cause I feel like he is not helping her
Yeah,
situation.
right.
Is like, I feel like he might be fueling the situation a little bit. Like there's still something up with Jacoby. I haven't figured out his thing. He either is just a real stalker creep kind of guy, or there is something more going on. But I
Right.
don't know quite yet where he slots in.
Well, and
Um,
there's something that he does in this episode that's almost, I don't know. I don't want to say endearing. Just kind of like reaffirming that he might not be a terrible dude.
mhm.
Like whenever, and he's clearly not dumb. Like
Mhm.
when he pulls up, whenever he gets the call, he's like, "You're not Laura." Like, and
Mhm.
I don't think it's out of denial. I do think it's certainty. Like I do think he's like,
Mm.
but he is going to be curious naturally whenever he gets that video and stuff, and he decides to go to the
Yeah.
gazebo instead of where they say.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why this ending was like, really, really, dude. Like you're gonna make me
You're gonna
stop
cut it
right
off
here.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's rough. It's rough.
too
And
many
we're
things
barreling
moving.
towards that finale, man. But yeah, it's they find an empty case labeled with the date of Laura's death and no tape
Yes.
inside. And that's when James says they'll have to find the tape in Jacoby's office. And, Maddie's like, do you think Jacoby did it? And James is like, I don't know, but we're going to find out.
What if he got a call from Laura? Yeah.
Hey,
like,
what's up, Doc? Yeah.
man, yeah, it's I don't know. This is, I guess, now that I'm saying it, it sounds cheesy, but even in the moment, it doesn't feel like it. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's good. It's just so.
Oh yeah, no, it's done very, very. I don't want to say authentically, but like earnestly. Like they don't play it up like it's some cornball thing. They're not laughing at themselves. It's not like they are taking it seriously. So you take it seriously, and I think that's what anchors it. If someone in the room was like, "You're so corny, James," then it'd be like, "Okay, well, this is fucking stupid."
True. Yeah,
but
no laugh track, no.
Yeah.
There is none of that like fourth
No.
wall breaky
No,
stuff.
yeah,
here.
we're doing we're taking it seriously because they take it seriously. But we'll head to Horn's department store while Audrey fails to sell perfume to a customer, mostly due to her patronizing attitude. Being like, "Oh, come on back, thank you." That whole thing. It's real funny. But
on purpose,
the boss,
though? Maybe she's trying to not have bad business. She's like always trying to make the deals go through. So I feel like any little
it's kind of
effect
just
she can
another
have.
way she can affect the Horn family in a negative way, which is funny. But
Crazy store here, like leads me to actually believe the population might be 51,000.
yeah,
like
no,
that-
this is a big fucking store.
That's a
in a
mall.
department store.
Like,
That's no fucking joke.
But I don't know. I think maybe it's in my head it's more of a traveling mall. This is it's just
people who are on their way through or
but
stopping
But
by.
usually if you got a perfume counter, like a whole section for perfume, like that's
the way that I look at it is like Kohl's. Kohl's is a department store.
that's true. Yeah, it's just okay. It's just like having a Kohl's.
Yeah, like on the big end of it, maybe like a Bass Pro sort of vibe.
Yeah,
certainly
that's for sure what they got here. Yeah, not a Kohl's.
Yeah.
They got the Bass, but this is the. Yeah, I don't know what the perfume section looks like at Bass Pro, but probably.
Yeah, I think it's like a melding of those two, though. Like it's sort of that. It's somewhere in the middle. But the boss then, Emery, tells her colleague Jenny to meet him in his office. And Audrey is like, I gotta go to the bathroom, Jenny. Watch the counter for a couple minutes. And she goes ahead and makes her way on back there. Tells some guy outside that there seems to be an accident. I think it was a bus or something. And she's like, this guy will fucking love that. And he runs immediately to go see what's going on. She walks right into Battis's office. She's good at this, man. She's like, nothing required. She's in it. She goes in there, steals one of Emery's cigarettes. Goes through it for a second, and she hides in the closet. Which, when she does this, I'm like, maybe a bad step, smoking a cigarette in a closet with slits.
Maybe wait on the cigarette.
But she's just like, I'll blow it the other way and it'll be fine.
I don't even think she was thinking she was gonna hide. She's just going one thing after the other. She's like, "Yep, all right, I got this guy out of the way. I'm coming in here, looking at the desk. Oh, there's a cigarette. I'll light it.
I do think she wanted to overhear this because Emery said to meet him in his office.
That's true. Yeah, she did know.
She wanted to know what was going on here.
That much of a professional. She's done this so many times.
Yeah, she's just cocky.
I guess she does hide behind walls often. And maybe she even has tested the limits of the cigarette smoking behind them. So,
that's fair. She overhears this conversation where Battis tells Jenny that the people at One-Eye Jack's want to see her. She can, she can serve, she can, deal, but, maybe one day she could be a hospitality coordinator.
If you're lucky, by the way.
If you're chosen.
Yeah. Not many girls get chosen, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
This isn't exactly an everyday sort of deal.
This dude's slimy. He has climbed the ladder in the suspicion game. That's for sure.
Jenny is just like, yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah. I mean, she's being pulled in. I think this is just the way it goes. Yeah, this is. I feel like I don't know. This was at least
So
one
long
thing
as
that,
they're rich, like that was the funny.
yeah.
Like she was like, if they're rich, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. It's just sad. It was more sad to kind of see that
Yeah,
it's like, damn. I mean, this sadly would just work. I don't know. Like
yeah,
it would just work, and feels like it
hmm
it might still be working.
probably,
Yeah,
probably. But
and which is but yeah,
yeah,
then this dude,
really
what's his
key.
name? Emery. That's his name.
Emery
And
Battis, yeah,
Babish. Wow.
Battis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this dude's got a name. He's up on the list. He's joining the squad at the end of this episode, I think for sure, of maybe being involved, somehow, some way. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about killing, but he seems a lot more sleazy, or a lot. There's something more going on with him, than just being the recruitment guy. I think,
Hmm.
something. Um, but he seems to know a whole lot of the operation, I guess. And I guess just the recruitment person would have to, but mm, I feel the only like if this is this big of an operation, why kill one of these girls? It is either that they're gonna tell everybody, like they're gonna be like, oh, I'll tell everybody what's going on, and I'll spill the whole thing open, or like that's I can't really find another reason of like why to kill one of the girls unless
Hmm.
they're being too, I don't know, much of a problem. I don't know, but like at least to
Right.
me it's either like they're gonna spill the beans or they have like personal beef. Like it's not like of the operation, it's more like I have beef on you, and I think that
hmm
that's what they're building for Laura being particularly good at.
Right.
And I feel like this is why Laura has died,
I
I
see.
wonder like if she just got under so many people's skin, and it feels like this is a guy who's very easily embarrassed and very easily blackmailable, I
hmm
guess.
Yeah,
So
very
I
malleable personality here, Emery.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the zoom in on his name tag on his desk. I know the unicorn was there, but then they left it on his name. I'm like, okay, they're 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 even telling me like remember this dude's name, and I still didn't.
Yeah.
I literally I still did not,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
crazy. And of
But
course,
no, go ahead.
fucking Hank, yeah, comes up and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm better with faces and not names." You know, the fucking
Right.
manslaughter, the killer guy in the show is like, "Yeah, I'm
No,
actually terrible
but
with
he's
names,"
doing
and
he's
that's true.
playing
It's like an
her. He is playing her. He
investigation. It's
does
like,
know
yeah,
what
that's
name
fair.
he's fishing for.
That's fair. Yeah.
He just needs confirmation.
True.
But
But yeah, it was like, damn, really, Hank? Like Hank's
yeah,
got to
come
be the
on
one in the
now.
show to
Come
say
on
this, and
now.
I'm like,
Yeah.
but no. Okay, Emery, good old Emery.
Emery, yeah, and he,
Mm-hmm.
gives her the unicorn, gives her a little
Yeah.
number, and Audrey
Yeah.
notes this, and after they leave, she goes ahead and sneaks on out.
Mm-hmm.
She gets the little black book from Emery. Ronette's name is in there. Um, and Audrey takes the silver unicorn that Battis gave to Jenny. And
Mm-hmm.
on the way out, she manages to get the number from Jenny also.
What do you
You know,
think that one employee thought of the bus accident when he went out? You know, how long do you think he was outside for
I
before he was
don't
like,
know.
man, what the fuck was she
He was
talking
probably
about?
he was probably just like, she was just fucking with me, and then like went back inside. Like, that sucks. Like,
But
that
man,
Audrey, that sly
this
little minx.
she did play this quite perfectly. Lucky for her that that the unicorn was left on the desk, and
Yeah,
that she could just pick it up there. But man, she's just fucking. I don't know. This is her job. Like she's a pro. She is a cat woman. I don't know. Like just kind of a perfect,
she's in
um,
there. She's got that
yeah,
shit down.
smooth criminal
Mhm,
type. But yeah, I
to
don't
be
know.
sure.
I'm big fan of Audrey. That's for sure. I
Mm.
mean, yeah, this is. I don't know. She just knows how to do it. Like in late, I don't know, later on she's like, yeah, no, I'm not shy. And like even this scene, like when she just goes up, tells the dude like, oh yeah, this sounds like a bus or something. The way she just like leans up against the wall, and like it's just, I don't know, everything about her is just kind of on point. And she, I don't know, just seems definitely a lot older than 17 or 18. That's for sure.
Right.
Like it's
Right.
crazy. That
Definitely the
this.
way she carries herself. But
Hmm. But yeah.
we'll then head to the Double R. Which, speaking of, I had a dinner last night that would have made Agent Cooper
Mm.
proud. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it was from the Black Bear Diner over in Independence. I
Ooh,
don't know if you're familiar.
the double
Uh,
B.
yes,
Okay.
the Double B Diner. But
Mm-hmm.
got myself a nice blackberry filled
Ooh.
French toast.
Ooh.
Ooh. And
Okay.
I had a nice cup of black coffee on the
Ah,
side. It
of
was
course.
immaculate.
Had to.
Immaculate. So I just had
Mm.
to throw that out there when we got to the Double R. But yeah, at the Double R, Hank
Mm-hmm.
is telling Shelly about his time in the joint, and he gets information about who's been around. You start thinking about all these people. They're just like kind of a
Mm-hmm.
tether to the real world. They make you feel like
Yeah.
you're home. It's yeah, even the small people. So I just wanted to say thank you. Norma's told me about all the help she got from you, and I really appreciate it. And Pete, and
Yeah.
she's
Why?
Shelly's like,
Hmm. Why
I think he
Pete?
says Pete because
He
Pete
does
is the
say
most obvious
like most
candidate to have
obviously
not been
not.
there.
Yes, I
Yeah.
hope so.
Um.
I sure fucking hope so. If Pete's got like if I mean it would be incredible if Pete's got this fucking side story where he's, I don't know, he's just a crazy lunatic like Hank. But it was just it was so funny for Hank to bring up Pete. I'm like, wait a minute, are they? But then to get Ed's name out, I'm like, okay, no, it's
She's like,
just
"Oh,
to
you
to
mean
fish
Ed?" And
out
he's
Ed's
like,
name.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
Ed, Big Ed.
Oh.
That's right. Guess I'm better with faces
Hmm.
than names." Yeah, it's clever,
Yeah.
clever. But it's then that
Hmm.
Harry, and he also sees a little like lighter on the counter, and it shows that he just can't help himself. Still, he's like, "That's nice,
Yeah.
mine."
That's
Um,
that. I mean, I was wondering about like I did. It felt like it might have just been nice and he wanted to steal, but like I felt like he was maybe in the plans to burn down the mill or something too. I know this lighter is
mm,
not enough. I don't know. Maybe he just, I guess, yeah, it's more of just a bunch of oil or a bunch of lighter fluid and then one spark. So I guess you only
yeah,
do need a little lighter. But like it was a weird thing to steal right around
I,
the times of a mill fire in
right.
the
That's fair.
works.
That's fair.
And but then I guess he's with Josie like at the I'm so confused as to what the fuck is going on with the mill and like
Yeah, and then
in
we've got
the
the whole insurance
I'm
policy and all that
lost
stuff. Yeah,
there.
there's a
Yeah.
lot. There's a lot of
So,
intersectionality there. We'll try to parse through
yeah,
it a little bit when we get
mhm.
there. But Harry and Cooper come on in, and Hank's like, Sheriff Truman, you happy to see me?" And they warn him that he's on parole. He's got to be careful, checking with his officer every Friday. And he's like, "Yeah, I fucking know, man. Come on back anytime." And
Mhm.
Shelley offers the officers coffee, and Cooper tells Harry it's important. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. In this case, nice couple cups of black coffee. Uh, yeah, and this is a classic. I remember it was about a month ago, recording wise, 2 months ago ish, release wise,
Mm.
um,
Mhm.
that David Lynch passed away, and there was a little. Me and Emily have a Roku TV, and
Mhm.
on the TV there's like a little in Roku City, like the little scrolling city that's like their loading screen for Roku. There's like a movie theater and a marquee, and on the marquee it said every day, once a day, give yourself a present.
Oh.
And Emily was like, "What does that mean?" And I went, "Huh." And she was like, "Oh, what?" I was like, "Huh. It's a Twin Peaks quote," and that's when she started watching Twin Peaks with me. So
Hey.
yeah, got a nice little story there. But
Wow. Cooper, he like at this time, he's done it before. This isn't the first time he's done it, but he has this smile or this kind of
oh, I love
like
that
open
smile.
mouthed, like kind of like like it like childish kind like he's just like waiting for the other person's
childlike
response
wonder.
too, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's so perfect, and whenever I don't know, whenever he does it, he's just in his human
And it's
mode, I feel
infectious,
like,
you know.
yeah.
You can't, you
Uh-huh.
like, you can tell Harry just like loves it whenever he does it too. Like he's like, my man, you know, let's sit down, let's have a cup of coffee, you know. Like it's completely disarming, and and that's what he wants to do. He wants to disarm. He wants to make people. Not the most recent one, but definitely one that I recall very vividly is when Harry met Albert. And he just smiles the whole fucking time like that. He has that grin on his face the entire time they're talking as a means to be like, we're all friends here. You know, like,
Yeah.
I love you
Even though
guys.
I know there is violence coming on the way. It's bound to happen, but I'll try my best to keep the peace in the meantime.
Exactly.
Cooper's
Exactly.
just, oh man, I don't. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know how other TV characters are gonna compete with him. Like it's tough. Like
Ever.
I'm only in season 1, and like this dude is already just kind of prime. Like he's. I mean, I do
Yeah.
love Jon Snow. I mean, I can't say he's toppled Jon Snow or Daenerys or there's still a lot of climbing that has to be done. But man, I think
he's
he
on
will
his
get
way.
there, which
He's
is
on
crazy.
his way. Yeah.
So
That's a legend right there. That's a legend. But
Yeah.
meanwhile, on the TV is Invitation to Love, where you know, Shelley watches for a little bit, but Chet shoots Montana,
Yeah.
and
You get 'em,
Nadine.
Chet.
Yeah,
You
Nadine
show
back
'em.
at home. You show him.
Oh,
Chet,
that's
you
Nadine.
show
Yeah,
'em.
that's right. It's
Yeah.
Nadine. Oh,
Yeah.
Nadine. No.
And Ed enters, and Nadine's like, I'm eating chocolates, and then she starts to cry, and he's like, darling, what's going on? She's like, rejected. My patent was rejected. He didn't. He said it was awful. And Ed's like, don't you give up. Don't you ever give up. That's your ticket out of my life.
That's true. Yes, it's like I guess I was more in the mind of like Ed's just too good of a guy to be like, no, you can't give up, Nadine. But yeah, it is probably more of like, damn, no, get rich and fucking go like,
And leave
like,
me,
actually,
yeah.
like, get something to do.
Yeah,
But
no,
I remember asking like, can anyone just go like get a patent lawyer and like just get a patent?
No.
I'm like, wow, is that really a thing? And then when it comes back and she's like, I got rejected, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
this is
last week you were like,
hilarious.
good for Nadine. And I was like, yes, she certainly visits a patent lawyer. You know, like that was,
Yeah,
I was like what I
visits.
said. I
Yes,
couldn't.
she did visit. That is true. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think any. I thought she was actually doing well. Like I thought like
Right.
things were actually in motion.
No,
for
things
her,
don't
and
look great.
no,
We'll
no.
just keep looking for patent lawyers until we get one that understands drape runners.
Yep, and one of them will. It only takes one. You know,
It only takes one, and then
That's it.
and then she's got her drape runner thing going. But yeah, so Ed, you know, and it is good, you know, it is good regardless to tell her not to give up, but you got to think there is
Yeah.
at least that slightly ulterior motive.
Yeah,
But
man.
we'll head to the Martell house now, where Pete's telling Harry about the fish he got from Tim and Tom's taxidermy, and
Oh, Pete.
something gets lost in translation after all of the guts get pulled out and the stuffing goes in. He's like, well, you know, there's still something beautiful about it. Size isn't everything, and I suppose size isn't everything. Pete says.
Pete.
Pete.
Side
Pete.
in us, sizes and everything, joking here, you know. I mean, man,
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't come from anyone else. I feel like it's just it had to come from Pete.
Pete's the man. Pete's the man.
The good old
But
Fisher. Yeah, I mean, that is truly all he is. He is just Fisherman Pete. I like. Oh man, I don't know. Pete is just kind of the unsung. I don't know. He's not. It's
it's like him and Doc Hayward. Like you're like they're fine. You know, like they're chilling.
Pete. Yeah, Pete just. I mean, in the tuberculator. That's not the right
Percolator.
percolator. Yeah, it was like tuberculosis and percolator. I was combining them for whatever reason, but
There was a fish in the percolator.
percolator. Why does he talk like that? What he's got? I don't know, Pete. I want to know Pete's backstory. You know, what is he just always been a fisher? There's enough fishing in me for the two of us. Yeah, I think
Good man.
that's
Good
all
man,
dude
Pete.
knows.
Good man, Pete.
but-
But Josie arrives then and gives Harry a kiss. She's like, "Oh, I didn't think I'd see you
Mm.
here. It's good to see you, baby." And Harry's like, "Yeah, so what were you doing at the Timber Falls Motel on Tuesday?" She's like, "I wasn't at the Timber Falls Motel on Tuesday. I was at the mill." And he's like,
All
"No,
right.
I know for a fact you were at the Timber Falls Motel.
Mm-hmm.
Hawk saw you. Why were you there?" And she's like, "Oh, Harry." So, how you feeling about Josie right now?
Well, I wonder. I feel like she would know of this affair as well. Um, Harry says later on that she just found out. It's been going on for years though.
Yeah, like Harry
Whatever.
obviously knew about this already.
So like Harry does know. I feel like Josie would have as well. I don't know. Maybe she did just truly find out. But it does. There obviously is something else going on with her and Ben in the background that I still haven't really figured out yet. And that's why I'm just lost. Is like does she want the mill to burn down? Does she not want is she playing the insurance game? The will I that's why I don't know. Maybe I'm just too ignorant on insurance and stuff, but like if she were to sell the mill and then it were to get burned down, is that would it be better? Oh, I guess would she make more money off the insurance claim if it were to get burned down than just selling the thing outright? Is the thing that's why I don't know. I don't. There's too many things bouncing around where I'm thinking of real world versus just I don't know, kind of in the world Twin Peaks stuff. But I
If
don't
recall correctly, Catherine's fascination with burning down the mill
Mm-hmm.
is due to a partnership with Ben that would lead them to profit
Yes.
off of it because of the Ghostwood
Yes.
developments.
Yes, that part.
They want it to
tracks.
burn so that they can build something new.
Mm-hmm. That part, Ben and Catherine tracks for me. But it feels like Catherine's the one that's being played by Ben and Josie.
I think they're both being played by Ben. I think Ben's hedging his bets. I don't think it's necessarily he wants one to win over the other. I think he's playing both sides so that he wins no matter what.
That's nice. I do. Oh my God. Just in the way that Josie is with Ben just because, or she hates the idea of the. Maybe Ben hates the idea
they're all
of,
in every single scenario to benefit themselves. Like that. All of them are selfish. None of them actually want something good for the person they're with. They want something to pay off for them.
Okay. So I get Ben and Catherine. That makes perfect sense. But Ben and Josie. So Ben, I guess it's okay if she decides to sell. Then it's okay. Then we can just demolish
Destroy
it,
the
and
mill,
go
and it's good,
on,
yeah.
whatever. So but then if not, then they're gonna burn it down. Oh, okay, maybe that's it. I don't because if they do burn it down, I would maybe they still want to make money on that, but they wouldn't because Josie would make the money on it since she owns the mill. So maybe, yeah, I guess the insurance part is kind of what throws me a loop. Is
well,
what
and
happens
the insurance
first?
part right now. What the way that Catherine and Ben want the mill to burn is that it would look like Josie was trying to commit insurance fraud and failed.
Oh.
They want it to look like Josie committed arson. They want to frame Josie for arson.
Ah, that's actually true. He said, yeah, make it look like arson, not actually we want the insurance.
Don't make
money.
it look like somebody wants the insurance. The insurance part
Oh.
right now that's important is the life insurance policy on Catherine put into motion by Ben and Josie.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, because if Catherine dies, Josie gets a payout of $1 million.
I mean that seems like that they want to murder her like that. But Josie, I don't know. That's I don't know. Maybe she is like that. I guess it. Cooper does ask what do you know her past?
What do you know about her? Yeah.
So maybe there is more to her than I know. But she does. Yeah, I was at least right on like the the read on the mill. I guess she could still be, I don't know, playing Harry for a fool or somehow. But like no, like my mill. Like they're like they want to burn down my mill. Like she has a
Mm-hmm.
deep attachment to it. I feel like because of her husband, who had it before. Um, and so yeah, I feel I don't know what Josie could be benefiting from Ben. Like how does Josie benefit from Ben? Um,
The way that I see it is it's self-preservation. She suspects that Ben and Catherine had something to do with her husband's
mhm,
death. So if she
mhm,
like gets in good with Ben, like maybe it's a keep your enemies close sort of
mhm.
thing, like if you're working with him, he can't work against you, maybe, or he in theory shouldn't be able to, even though he absolutely is.
Yeah, because I mean they're putting a life insurance policy together on Catherine. Like it explicitly said it was her, like Josie and Ben doing this. That's like
And Josie was the beneficiary. Yeah.
that's weird. That I mean that's her benefit right there. Maybe it's like she knows what Ben's capable of, and like maybe Catherine, maybe yeah. That's hmm. Yeah, I guess. But how to make Catherine like? Can you really get away with that? A life insurance policy, and then like I feel like they want her to die. They want Catherine to die in the fire somehow. They like I think they even say that of like we need her at the mill or like where is she or something like that. Like
Mm.
something's in motion or I don't know like that. But and then Hank's I don't know Hank's there and I'm like is he there like knowingly there? And there's so I don't know. There's too many things that is like
A lot
wait
of moving parts. A lot of
what
moving
who is
parts.
on whose team right now
Yeah.
like who is
Yeah.
and yeah so at least I'm like I thought I had a good read on it with just Ben and Catherine, and I thought they were kind of the only two people in the game, kind of moving stuff around. But now it's like I don't know. There's stuff from all different kind of angles.
All sides
Um,
coming in. But yeah, she took some photos of Catherine and Ben as proof for Harry. Um, and she says she heard Catherine talking about an accidental fire at the mill and that she will
mm,
not let it happen. But
mm-hmm.
at the Great Northern, Cooper walks down the hallway in a tuxedo.
Whew.
And he greets Harry and Ed, and Harry looks him up and down and is like, damn, all right, Coop, you clean up well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he shows them $10,000 of the Bureau's money. He's like, whenever I gamble with the Bureau's money, I like to bring back a 10 to 15% return. How much do you want to start with? How's 300? And Ed's like, okay, let's fucking roll, baby.
Yep.
But
Bro's a machine. Yeah, he's I
he
don't know.
he
He's a
is. But
counts
this
cards,
is
I guess, is his game. But yeah, he's I don't know. That's so, to bring out 10K and then just give Ed 300. I thought was also hilarious. Of kind of just like,
right.
all right, here's $300. Here's training wheels. I guess it is.
Well, and
He,
Ed's also, Ed seems like a pretty conservative fella. I doubt he
mm,
would have been like
mm-hmm.
300. Like he was very pleased with
That's true.
$300 to get, like
Yeah.
$300 free dollars
I
to
mean, hey,
gamble with.
yeah, I would. I mean, I would. I guess I would be too. He's like, hey, I'll meet you outside. Ed, this. Oh my God, Ed, this episode was awesome.
Ed
This
was great.
and
Ed was fantastic.
oh man, yeah, this costume change, that
Oh,
they all
wonderful.
do.
He's got the
Oh,
bolo tie and the like he's
oh my God, single Ed is a dangerous man. That is a
danger. Bro's got the
oh
fucking riz on him,
oh
bro. This man's got it like that. Now you
man.
get why Norma's into him. But
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ed is that man. And the mustache. I mean, honestly, dude
a
should.
vibe, a
Dude
vibe.
needs the mustache. Like I don't know.
It
I feel like
benefits
he
strong
yeah,
from it.
greatly.
But Ed heads on out, and Harry asks Cooper to hang back for a second, and tells him about what Josie told him. And Cooper's like, "All right, what do you know about her? What do you know about where she came from? What's her past like?"
Mm,
And he's like, I just trust her." And this is where he earns
mm,
my favorite character now to the episode. Well, that's good enough for me. We'll look into it. Like
mm.
he trusts his boy so
Yep.
much that he's like, you know what? Cool. Let's do it. Let's look into it. And that's just friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's his homie right there. But Audrey enters just after Coop leaves and leaves a message, leaving him a message under his door. Um, good little stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good little stuff there. But insurance agent Neff enters the room and talks to Catherine about signing an updated policy, warning her about the changes that would take effect tonight. He says that he was approached by Ben and Josie, and Catherine says, "What do you think? Something's fishy around here or something?" He's like, "No, it is what it is. We just hadn't met each other. I withheld this. I wanted you to sign it." And she's like, "You know what? I'm going to discuss it with my lawyer, and I'll get it back to you. There's a few changes that I don't really know what to make of." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, sounds good." And then when he leaves, she immediately goes to her desk and discovers that her second ledger is missing. So, this guy definitely gummed up the works for Ben.
Yes. Yeah, well, I guess like now that I'm thinking, like at least Catherine now knows that Ben is not on her side, or at least that because he's the only one that knows of that. I think Catherine doesn't think that Josie found the spot. That I feel like she now knows Catherine now knows that Ben and Josie are a team act. I don't know. Maybe she does put those together.
Well, yeah, I think she had to have, because he was like, "Yeah, I talked to Josie Packard and Ben Horn." Yeah,
I guess it is literally in the document too, so that does help.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this. I mean, it's like a clear message of like, we want to kill you. Like I feel like there is nothing else that this says than like, we want to kill you and we want $1 million from your death or whatever, like whatever it was.
Well, and it was this insurance agent who really fucked it up. They wanted to carry it all out in secret.
But you need the signature of like they need her signature no matter what, though, right? Like, what was the idea that he was just supposed to go in there and be like, "All right, just say this is for something else and get her to sign this without her knowing," or like?
I'm pretty sure that they had several other documents signed for her, and that was good enough for him as long as it was above board. But he felt that there was something odd about it, so he had her sign the last page.
I see. Okay, so it could have gone through. Wow, without
it could have gone through in secret. But this guy was good at his job.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if Catherine lives, it feels like this is a team. Like, I don't know, this little interaction was like how ambitious are you? Like
right.
if I ever need help in the legal area, in the future, she knows who to call.
I have an insurance man in my pocket, sort of.
This was the most deserving of her Martell name. This felt Elena-esque a little bit. This little meeting. She was kind of shook. She was definitely shook. And she's now think whatever, but she held her composure, at least with the lawyer. And then as he went on, I don't know, it felt very Martell-esque. So I know I was dissing on her and being like, she doesn't deserve that name whatsoever. She's a disgrace to it. But I don't know, she's got a little bit on, I don't know, a little of that strategist. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, see, but back at the station house, the boys play with bugs and disguises. They're, trying on different stashes and wigs, and, they're wiring up and all that good stuff. And alone in the conference room, Waldo says, "Laura? Laura?" And a gun fires, breaking a picture on the wall. And Leo runs through the rain to his truck. The bird bleeds all over a pile of donuts, which is my favorite shot. The blood spurting on the donuts. It's a good one. Yeah, I know. They fucked up the donuts. Fucking Leo. Those were going to get ate.
Damn it.
But they all run in, guns ready, and they find nothing but dead Waldo. And Harry voices that concern, "Who shot Waldo?" And Cooper listens back to the recorded voice of the bird saying, "Laura? Laura? Hurting me. Stop it. Leo, no. Leo, no." And they all feel pretty good about what they've heard here. This is also my favorite scene of the episode. Not good. They feel good that they're on the right track. Bad that it happened.
Yes. Yeah, it was I don't know, really cool shot as well from them pulling out their guns, and then it kind of is just this left moving camera through the walls. It shows them move through the hallway, walk into the room, see the blood, and it even zooms in on Cooper playing the recorder for the first time, and just kind of a really long. That was my shot of the episode, and yeah, it was either this part of the episode or them just actually in One-Eyed Jacks going.
Yeah, One-Eyed Jacks is tough to pass up on though too. Like that's strong stuff whenever they go undercover.
No, but this is I don't know, this recording here. You know, it is from a bird. It is funny that our most credible witness so far has been a bird. Because
but the bird's not smart enough to lie. You know, like it's mimicking. It is directly mimicking what it's heard.
I was just gonna say poor Ronette, you know, because even the literal human witness is just in such mental disarray that she cannot be a good witness. But a bird, you know, finally we get some primary source information here, and yeah, it feels, at least to me, that this is all Ronette. Like this is the bird is speaking all Ronette to me, is at least how I feel. Just because of lore, just the mention of lore. Well, I guess Leo or Jock could have said Laura. But it felt like this is, you're hurting me, stop. And why, you know, if Laura's not saying that, then it has to be Ronette. Because I don't know, Jock. Ooh.
Does it jive with your theory?
Is Leo? Oh, it's Leo saying Laura, and then he's fucking beat the shit out of Jock, and then it's like, and then Jock's like, "You're hurt." Well, does Jock really say like, "You're hurting me"? You're hurting me. That's kind of, yeah. Is that a what? Maybe, I don't know. I guess it might not just be Ronette. I was like 99% sure it was kind of her. I still feel like it's majority her, but it could mostly be Leo. Like that's an interesting turn, or a different way to think about it. But at least in both scenarios, Jock is doing the killing or raping, or Jock is a bad dude. I think in regardless, no matter what, Leo is either or. I feel like, but
he's either trying his best to help, or he's helping in the hurt.
Yes, and so interesting that no other DNA was found. I was maybe thinking that Bernie, maybe his DNA would have.
Is he getting is?
Maybe that's why it didn't come up, because they just thought it was Jock's.
Like it's so Renault blood.
Yeah. I don't know how DNA works, if it is like that or not. But yeah, I guess. But yeah, no, this recording is very, I don't know. It's been very interesting to try to parse through. But at least right now, I feel like it's mostly Ronette speaking, if I had to guess. And then now I'm like kind of maybe like a 10% Leo, or it could be both. It could be a mixture, I guess. It doesn't have to be all one person as well.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's mostly Ronette speaking though, and Laura is dead at this point already. Is my read on it right now.
Okay. So, I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're pulling up to One-Eyed Jacks, where Cooper suggests that Jock is dealing in the back, and Blackie introduces herself and looks at Ed and says, "You look like a cop." And Coop looks her in the eye and goes, "I'm the cop." And she goes, "You look like Cary Grant," which he does.
Cary Grant.
You watched him in the Philadelphia Story most recently.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. I mean, at least in my head, I'm like just old timey actor, and I'm like, yeah, he's got the slicked hair. He looks.
He's got the chin, the prominent chin there. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I don't know. His hair was even more on point. Going to the casino here too. The glasses
slick as
too.
Fuck, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, bro had it on. Bro had it on him. The glasses look good on him. I'll tell you that much. But they, she asks what they do, and Ed says, "I own a gas station. I'm an oral surgeon." And she's like, "Funny, I got a Chevy in the back that needs a root canal, or something like that." And he recovers. He's like, I'd sure like to take a look under your hood. And she's like, all right, okay,
Ed's
Ed.
all right. Yeah, I think she literally says Ed's okay or Ed's all right.
Yeah, I think his name in this scenario is like Ned or Ted or something. Like it is something. It's something close to his name. But on their way out, Coop's like, not bad at all. Ed.
Looks got nothing to do with it. Yeah, he hits one of
Bro
those.
had
I don't know.
Bro had it. Yeah, Ed's got it. Ed's got it like that. And he just had to enter undercover mode. The second he did, he was on.
That's it.
But they go and head towards the casino where we'll get a little bit more later on. But we're gonna cut away for now, where Madeline sneaks down the stairs with a paper bag. She's tiptoeing. You had a little thing with the tiptoe last week, but
no slippers.
Tiptoeing down the stairs. No slippers this time. No slippers.
No focus on that.
Yeah, she's heading out. She's not just going to the phone. She's leaving.
True.
But another one of my favorite shots is this shot of Leland watching her and then like returning into the shadow, just being there all fucking can't sleep, seemingly, just devastating.
Oh, okay. I didn't think anything of this, and I thought it was just kind of like, oh, sad Leo. But there is someone creeping at the end, looking at everybody, and I thought that it was either Leo or Jacoby, one of those two. It felt like Leo because he was looking at Bobby before Jacoby left, but the timing could be.
But you're thinking, could Leland have followed?
Yeah. Leland might, because, I don't know how long of a walk that is, but I don't know what necessarily, like, I'd honestly rather it be Leland than Leo, because Leo is ready to pull the trigger on pretty much anybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Right
Yeah.
And bro, I guess he got shot in the arm. I guess. So, I don't know. It was like one of his arms was just kind of dangling.
Oh yeah,
he was holding up.
He got shot in the shoulder.
Gun,
yeah.
So. Yeah. So that was
the left shoulder.
Damn, no nut shot.
Sometimes I forget to mention things that are just kind of implicit to me because I've watched it. But yeah, that's
good old. But
that did happen.
I would rather it be Leland, I guess. He might be, I guess he would be upset with Madeline a little bit for
dressing up like
that is kind of
so
fucked up. Oh
yeah,
no,
that would be pretty fun. So do you think?
No. Yeah.
Are you taking it that the like sort of musical sting is sort of a red herring if it's Leland, like it's trying to make you feel on edge?
Yeah, because it definitely felt threat. Like it definitely felt very.
I mean the musical cue, the voyeuristic camera.
Something's about to go down. At least to me in my head it was either Leo or Jacoby before, but then it seems that Jacoby left after this person's already been looking at Bobby because Bobby's also looking at them, I guess, as well.
The person's looking at Bobby, looking at them.
Yes, yeah.
Does not follow Bobby though. Not concerned with Bobby.
Leo definitely would be. Yeah, but Leland has more of a reason to stick around there, I guess.
Does it? Do you feel that Madeline is in any really, really pressing danger due to her appearance looking like Laura? Like whoever might have wanted Laura dead. That did kill her. If they see her like this, is there any chance they're like, wait, what the fuck? Or do you think they're too?
That's true. I feel like they know Laura's dead. I don't know. I feel
like if they kill
whoever
her,
has done the job, they did it. They probably know. But yeah, at least the moment makes. Like the show's making me feel like she's in a lot of danger right now. But if it's Leland, kind of all of that feels retracted. But if it's anyone else, it's kind of, I'm still on edge. Like I feel really bad for Madeline right now. Like this is not a good look. Being alone. Right. Maybe Bobby has a little savior moment too. I don't know. I don't.
We could be heading. I mean, we are heading into the finale. We could be reaching a fever pitch here. So yeah, it's a big deal. But we go with Maddie wearing a blonde wig, and Donna as they pick up James, and they meet at a gazebo. But back at the Great Northern, the Icelandic investors sing to Ben, 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer, and he's like, you must teach me these incredible songs. Jerry, would you mind getting them to fuck off? He asks them to take the guests to the dining room. He asks when they're going to sign the contract, and he's like, they want a signing party. They're interested in going up to One-Eyed Jack's. And Ben's like, now why on earth would they know about One-Eyed Jack's? And Jerry's like, my brother, that is my fault. I apologize. Go ahead and get him in the car. We're going for a road trip.
Everyone meeting
seemingly
up at
implying that we are
One-Eyed
heading.
Jack's?
Yeah, we're all heading to
yeah,
One-Eyed
yeah.
Jack's. We're all,
Oh,
But it's then that Ben calls Josie to ask where Catherine is, and she says she will get Catherine to the mill. Hank sits with Josie. I love the leather jacket and like the collar pointing and stuff, and then he just kind of takes it off, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, what does that mean? I guess he's just staying for a while, or like
He's going to stick around for a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, it felt weird. Hank just being there at all, he was like, he sent her the domino. It felt more of like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. Or
yeah, there's also something vaguely threatening about his presence. Not like almost like he's holding her at gunpoint, like not literally, but like he's making her say things she's not wanting to say. You know, like his presence in and of itself is a threat to Josie.
Yeah, that is. Like, I feel like it's Hank overpowering Josie, but if it's not, then I'm really lost. I'm still kind of lost on the Josie and Ben kind of thing. Like, it feels a little better now.
Well, and then the other angle there is that we know Hank and Ben have worked together in the past because Ben's like, you came recommended from Hank, you know, like all that good stuff. And but if she's there with Hank, who seems to be on the other end of the line secretly, like why wouldn't she be like, "Yeah, I'm here with Hank. We'll get it done." You know, like I don't know. It's a weird vibe going on between everybody in that storyline.
Yeah, and Josie's worried. I don't know. She is like whenever she was coming up to Harry and just being like, oh, like she just didn't want to divulge like why she was there, I guess, or whatever. But like I feel like she like something. Yeah, tomorrow next episode's a big day. Of something is going down, and it feels. I mean, yeah, maybe. I guess the insurance part is still a little weird and whatever, but it feels like is there a world in which Josie benefits from playing, like a fool and being like, no, I love my mill, I don't want to sell, I want to hold, whatever, and then it actually burns down. It is arson, it is shown to be arson, but it's by someone like else, like someone else burnt down her mill, so she does get the insurance, like it's proven that Catherine did it. Sort of like that's why I don't know, there's a lot of interplay with the insurance in which I don't know who, like how it truly benefits who at the end of it, which is kind of my problem of like
I see
deciding on like what kind of theory to go with, but it feels that like I don't know. It feels like she actually likes the mill. Like, at least to me, as of right now, she could be playing everyone a fool, and it would be for that reason. But I don't know. It feels, the insurance part is just kind of throwing me for a loop of what to think or how to go down. But I feel like the mill is burning. I feel like that is
no matter what, the mill's
happening.
Getting set on fire. Yeah.
I think that's. I mean, Leo was supposed to do it. And now he's got a bullet in the shoulder and is on a blood lust rampage. I feel like maybe it is on pause, but I feel like Hank picking up Hank. Yeah, if Hank's there, I don't know. I'll get her to the mill. Yeah. I mean, they do say they need Catherine at the mill. I mean, maybe they are trying to pin it on her. So that she's out of the picture completely. Yeah.
Harumph. Yeah, tough to commit to anything, but we'll get some answers, and soon. That all comes to a head here pretty quickly within the next week. But
yeah,
Audrey walks into Blackie's office and hands her a resume using the alias Hester Prynne. And Blackie, conducts an interview. So you've worked here and here and here. Where'd you work out there? And she's like, something called the Lost Dude Ranch. And
okay,
she's like, is Big Amos still running things out there? And she's like, bigger and better than ever. And he's like, you fucking idiot. Big Amos is my dog. What the fuck are you?
Damn. Yep. Checkmate. She got you there.
Audrey got outplayed. Doesn't happen a lot. This is the first time she appears to be a little in over her head, but she recovers.
Yeah.
Why should I hire you? And she takes a cherry stem, ties it in a knot in her mouth, and Blackie's like, you know what? You're all right, kid.
Sign here. Yeah. She's like, okay,
keeps her around.
You fully understand the job, actually.
Yeah.
You
get it. But yeah, Audrey's now working at One-Eyed Jack's.
Yeah, she or you said not or now working?
Now working.
Yes.
Yeah,
she fully, and I guess it wouldn't Ben wouldn't know completely of who's hired and everything. It is under an alias and whatever. But just the small town theory of Ben Horn's daughter. I feel like it is kind of funny that she could slide in there and become one of the girls, but I can't wait until is she? Let's see. She did walk. Did she leave? That? Yeah, no. She went back to the hotel. I guess that's right. She is back at the hotel because I thought maybe there's a world where she is working and then while everyone's there as well. But no. I guess she
does she go back to the hotel?
She asks if Cooper has.
That was earlier.
Cooper, that was
a
lot earlier. Does she literally start that night? That'd be incredible.
Yeah, she's there. There. Wow. Everybody's there. Everybody's at One-Eyed Jack's.
Shit. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It is all going down. This is the true Avengers assemble. That
right.
This
the
is
whole town's meeting up at the fucking brothel up north. But as Cooper cleans up the blackjack table. Jock begins to deal, and he was talking with Ed. Can you count to 10? Yeah, then you can play blackjack. Let's sit. And Ed spots Jock dealing, realizes that Jock would be able to ID Ed, and he goes ahead and turns away. And good on his feet, Ed, going ahead and walking away. And Coop
also
is
lost $300 as well.
Yeah. He's like, man, sadly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, craps.
He's like, don't worry about it. It'll come out of my cut.
Probably not his game. Yeah, I guess Cooper's confident though. He knows. I don't know. The house does not always win when Cooper's
not
in
with
town,
Coop.
I guess.
Not with Coop. Yeah, Coop's got it like that. But Dr. Jacoby sits at home watching Invitation to Love. And James, Maddie, and Donna give him a call. And Maddie tells him, "Hey, what's up, Doc? I'm going to have dreams tonight. The big bad ones like you like." And he's like, "This isn't Laura. Who are you?" She's like, "The first thing you're going to have to do is go to the door." And he brings a gun to the door. And outside he finds an envelope with a video cassette waiting for him. Why is it weird that he has? It's weird that he has a gun.
I guess it could be small town. Maybe just keep strapped like that. But a psychiatrist having a fucking, I guess it's a small gun. It's not really a huge piece or anything. But
yeah.
But just it top drawer. He seems like at the ready. Bro was like, all right, fucking now I'm on, or entering.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. He
did get a call from a dead girl, and she tells him to go to the door. There's
That's
a time
also
to
fair.
whip out the gun.
That is
Probably
also
now.
fair. Yeah. True.
But out there's an envelope with a video cassette that waits for him, and he plugs it on in, and the video shows Maddie disguised as Laura, purporting to actually be her. Has a little newspaper, and on the phone she says, "That's today's newspaper, Doc. How about you meet me in 10 minutes to the corner of blank and blank?" I can't remember, but
yeah.
Bobby spies on them through the bushes while someone else spies on Bobby. And they talk for a second. "Do you think he bought it?" "Yeah, I think he did." And when Jacoby leaves, James and Donna go ahead and enter his office, and Bobby watches as he followed James and Donna. over here,
Mhm.
and puts a nice little white package in James' bike.
Yeah.
Bye-bye,
Fuck.
James, he
What
says.
is that,
Frame.
by the way? What did
Uh,
he put in there? What is?
he's framing James for cocaine possession.
Oh, it's just Coke. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought he was putting some in his gas tank so that whenever they were starting to drive, they're gonna fucking blow up. I thought like,
No. I think his plan is it's cocaine. He's trying to frame him for having
oh,
cocaine and running cocaine.
oh my God. I was so worried. I'm like, all of this investigation, like they're just gonna fucking die
Oh, I'm
whenever he
so
goes on
glad.
the
I'm so
road.
glad I was
I'm
able to
like,
clear that up for you, because
oh,
that
I
would have been
was
so
so
funny if the episode started
worried.
next week and they like start the bike, nothing happens, and you're like, "Oh,
I'm like, wait, yeah, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my God. I was so worried for them. I'm like, how do they get out of this? I'm like, is James gonna be like, I know my bike so well, I could tell when
yeah,
it's
it's been
or like,
tampered with."
yeah, like, but because like that's what I was thinking. But oh my God, because that was just such a big bag. I guess coke. That was just such a large amount of coke.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah, it's a lot of coke. But yeah,
I
and
thought it was
Bobby's
just,
like,
oh man, that's nice. Okay. Um, I guess they're.
Bobby's trying to put James away. That's what he wants.
Oh, okay. It's still not good for James and them, but
No,
nice to know they're
but
not gonna
better than
blow
immediate
up.
death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I
At
was
least
thinking.
he might be able to get out of this one, you know.
Yeah, I'm like
uh,
I'm thinking the episode's gonna start with fucking Donna and James on fire, and I'm like, oh
God,
my,
that would
like
suck
it
so
just,
bad.
yeah, like I was in shamble. I'm like, oh my God, Bobby. I'm like, you're evil, dude. But okay,
Well, James did say that Laura said something about Bobby killing a guy.
that's true. Yeah, I
It's
mean
it, you know,
that's
so
why I
it
fully
might
thought
not
it was capable. I
it
mean, I
might not
thought
be
it was gonna
Bobby's
happen.
first go around if he kills
Uh,
again, but
Yeah, man.
but yeah, it's he does that, and at the gazebo, Maddie is watched, and the
Mhm.
episode concludes.
God damn it.
Um,
God damn it. Yeah, why? Really?
why?
Um.
Why?
But
So
mhm. Yeah.
we've concluded another episode. I ask you once again, who killed Laura Palmer?
Well, Jock's in there. For sure. Still no more on Bob, which is interesting. We've left that scene. And I feel like hopefully it'll come back around. I'm still gonna throw him in there. Bernie, I might still keep in there for the DNA being brother thing coincidence. I feel like that might possibly be a thing.
Could be a thing, yeah.
I'm still let's see, in order, who do I mention first? I'll mention Leo. Leo is in there still with that kind of, I don't know if it's 50-50, but he could be helping or trying to help, but could still be involved. Jacoby, I think, is more involved. This episode for me I know he is just on edge. He got a call from someone who's supposed to be dead and everything. But like this episode was kind of the first time that I thought of like maybe he was the one that was like driving her, like slowly like telling her that like these thoughts are okay, or like like, oh, just deal with, or like try coke, or like, no, that's actually a good route to go
Right.
now. Like maybe he's fueling this sort of thing and whatever. And doing exactly what he said Laura was doing, like he's corrupted, so he's just slowly corrupting all of his
Right.
patients.
Well, and the part of the tape when Laura's like, "Why is it so easy to get men to like me?" and all that stuff, like
That's
it's
true. Yeah. She knows about his coconut, which I thought was hilarious.
I like your coconut.
Yeah, like your coconut. That was just but some that's just where he keeps his fucking prized possession, I guess. It was where he had the necklace in before, but what does the coconut mean before? He
I
didn't
don't
have
know.
any. What the fuck was in there before?
Maybe that's where he keeps his secrets. She says
The
it's
fucking coke stash. You're kidding me. This dude is oh my God. It's either in a football or in a coke. He's in the fucking coke. He's, oh my God. As the fucking perfume counter is the recruitment for women, a psychiatrist is the perfect recruitment for cocaine. It's like, yeah, I
There
know
you
who
go.
would fucking buy cocaine. All of these
Right.
mentally unstable people. Oh my
Right.
God. Okay, yes, okay. Jacoby is for sure. I'm gonna put him before Leo, in the sus charts. And then Leo. And then Ben Horn is
Jacques.
still, yeah. Jock was like number one. Yeah, Jock's number one.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like he's got to be involved in the raping murder in some fashion for sure. Bob, um, he's got to be. I don't know. Bob's weird. I don't fucking know with Bob still. Like they've kind of just Cooper had this dream. He felt uber important and everything, and then it's kind of like, all right, we're gonna stick with the real evidence from here on out. But Bob is still in there, I guess. I'm throwing him in there just because I feel like he has to come back around. But it's really Jock, Jacoby, Leo, and then Ben Horn, but more of a pulling the strings, saying no, that she has to go, sort of thing. Ooh, I almost forgot about Emery. I'm gonna
Yes, Battis.
yeah, more Emery and Emery and Ben, kind of being the one to say she's got to go or to give the order, sort of thing.
All
So
right.
yeah,
All right.
I guess a lot
Expanding
of people,
field,
yeah,
expanding and narrowing. There's a lot going on here.
mm-hmm,
We've got one
mm-hmm,
episode left in season
yeah,
1. So at this
whew,
stage, I texted you this
yeah,
a couple last week. Now that we've got
mm-hmm,
a little bit more hardcore evidence, now that we're one episode away from the conclusion of season 1,
mm-hmm,
how far out do you expect we are from the actual reveal of who killed Laura
mm-hmm.
Palmer?
I think I was wrong, in the texts. I think I was far too early, I believe. I do feel like some things were concreted, yes, but I feel like whenever they start to put more things together, that it's only going to unwind to even more questions.
Gotcha.
I feel like there's
Yeah,
more going
your
on.
text put it mid season 2,
Yeah,
like if I
hmm
recall correctly, like episodes
recent.
like
Yeah, it feels like it would be
9, 10,
soon.
11, 12.
Yeah, no. I feel, maybe there is the know who did the deed, I guess. Maybe that is known pretty soon, but at least I feel like that won't there's a bigger question that needs to be answered. That is not just who did the killing. That there's something bigger going on that will
Mm.
obviously be the next investigation or sort of thing that will be
The
the
next big
long end.
priority. And
Hmm.
it's connected to Laura's death and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, I guess maybe the literal could be revealed. Maybe even next episode, the literal reveal could be at the end of season 1. But at least the larger question, maybe maybe even it is never answered. I don't know. But I feel like it is a late game thing if it ever is. So yeah, I think I was very wrong in saying no. Yeah, it feels like it's gonna come around. No problem. Very soon. But more, I feel like yeah, just the literal who was the person with Laura at the time of death could be known. Um, maybe soon. Um,
Gotcha.
but hmm that's where I'm at. Where I'm at right now. Yeah, so I guess a lot of people in the who killed Laura box. There's a lot of people in there. But maybe it is Bob. But maybe Bobby's right. It's the whole town. It is everybody. It's not just these people, the literal people who did it. It's everyone who was seemingly they knew Laura was in danger but did nothing about it. I don't know. I'm still holding on that line a little bit too much of like that we all knew Laura was in danger.
Mm.
And maybe she was just acting differently and everyone knew something was up, but I feel like maybe the town knows of these dealings and no one wants to admit it to each
Right.
other, sort of thing. So could be, and there's still shit with the birds. There's still shit with like there's still so many questions that I need answered. There's every
Yeah,
time I
we did
watch
get
the intro. Yeah.
We got Coop
Yeah.
literally saying this
What
episode, I don't like birds.
what the fuck? What? Why doesn't he like birds? Now I need to know that. But then every time I watch the intro, there's bird. It's the first thing is a bird, and now they're just staring at me in the face every time I watch the show. And now Coop doesn't like him. He's freaked out. I don't know. There's still so many paranormal questions that need to be. I feel like yeah, that definitely has kind of gone by the wayside the last couple episodes, in the dream realm and stuff like that. So it'd be I don't know. I like that part of the show. I hope we're getting some of that next episode or hope it is all.
Yeah, we're heading towards some good stuff. I'll actually have an additional question to ask you after next episode. I'll leave it at that.
Whoa.
New question I might be able to ask you. New mystery kind of opening.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
and
I'll
repeated?
Just leave you with a little
Like
tease.
like
I will
from
not
then-
repeat
okay,
it. I won't
okay.
repeat it. It's not as pressing as Who
Okay.
Killed Laura Palmer, but it's definitely one that I'll refer back to every once in a while. Just kind of remind you, like, hey, this happened. How do you feel about it? What happened there?
Yeah. Man.
And you'll know it when it happens. You'll be like, oh, that's what you're gonna ask me. Like you'll be like, oh, yeah.
Oh man. Oh my God. Yeah. It's crazy. That's 8 episodes in this season, and then it just blows up for season 2. Though I love
Well,
that.
and we get into some like early season 2. I'm extremely excited to go on the ride for You said you desire a little bit more of that dream realm stuff, and season 2 is going to give you a little bit more of that than season 1 has, to be sure. But
yes. Okay.
yeah, so we got a lot to look forward to. But I think with that, we can conclude this episode of Fire Pod with me. We will be back next week with the season 1 finale. I cannot wait. This has been such a great ride. We've been having a fantastic time. And we're not slowing up anytime soon, so stick with us for the next several weeks. We got season 1 finale next week, season 2 in the weeks to come after that, the 22 weeks after that, and then lots more to come. So stick with us. Leave a 5-star rate and review. Download wherever you might be listening. Share the show with someone you think needs to watch Twin Peaks or has watched Twin Peaks. Either way, this show's going to be good for them. They can listen to me privately giggle when Joe is either onto something or incredibly off. You never know. And they'll know when I'm doing it. I make sure that Joe can't hear me when I'm doing it. There's a lot of stuff that you're onto some things, you're off on other things, and like there's a good balance. You're definitely, you keep your ear to the streets for sure. But
Twin Peaks. It's about
Twin
breasts,
Peaks, baby.
Right?
Yeah, it's about breasts, right?
Like it's that show. I mean, surprisingly though, whenever I do say it out, I don't know, just like with the few people I work with, they all like looked at me kind of weird whenever I'm like, "Hey, have you guys seen Twin Peaks?" And they're like, "Hmm." They gave me kind of that look, like, "What show were you watching?" And then I'm like, no, from the 90s. And then they're like, "Oh," and it's kind of like, "Oh, okay, it's not."
It's a little bit of a
boobs.
cult. It's a cult classic, to be sure. It's one that has the dedication it's received from its fan base would make you feel like it's more alive than it's ever been. But like you could ask any random old person, have you watched Twin Peaks? Like especially people our age. Show ended. The first 2 seasons when it was at its height were years before we were born. So like, it was a little bit out of the zeitgeist by the time we came around to being able to think about it. But I'm excited. I'm excited. It feels like we're in a good place, and I really really love doing the show, and I'm glad you agreed to do it because this has been a great time, and we are concluding the first season next week, and I can't wait. But with that, I think we will conclude this episode of Fire Pod with me. I was Colton Robertson. I was joined by Joseph George. Thank you very much, homie.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you. And remember, fix your hearts or die.